Good afternoon, it's the 7th of November, temperature's about 10.5 and we're down at White Rocks looking over the island in the bay, and that's an abandoned townhouse over there towards Daft Eddies. And my YouTube friend Greg from Iowa was asking about sea kayaking, and here's an example of two folks out in the bay. And there's a whole flotilla of kayakers. Are those? There's kayakers, they're not paddle boarders. Just round on the other side of the yacht club. A whole stack of them. So this is where we are today. Out for a bit of fresh air and getting our heads showered. The car park here is quite full. This would be called Sketrick as well. Well, generally speaking, it might be. We call it Daft Eddies. It looks like Daft Eddies is operational in some sort of shape or form. Don't know. Maybe just people just using the car park. And Daft Eddies is open for takeaways. This is Sketrick Castle, or townhouse. And this is all the bumf about Sketrick Castle. There's quite a number of these townhouses or castles dotted around the shores of Strangford in particular. And I've videoed most of them. And this is the inner bay. Just interested in this boat over here. Don't know if I can see a name on it. No. It's a masted boat. And there's the lightship further along. Retired lightship. And you can see the swell, the tide coming in there. Dangerous spot to be caught out on. And we're around at the other side of the island. It's quite pleasant. And this island here is used for sheep and livestock, or sort of livestock in the summertime. And they've seek shelter in this wee house. Abandoned. On the other side of the island, and you can see the drumlin basket of eggs shape of the surrounding hills, and we're parked in at the toilets in the car park here, and that's our car, I think. Is it? No, our car's up the back. Silly me, that's our car. And these islands are all, technically speaking, they're all plotties or drowned drumlins. This one's out in the loch are anyway. This is Strangford Lough, of course. And there's a crowd of crows down in the field here. Where are you? Oh, I don't know. They're there. A great wee spot. Bit out of the way, mind you, if you're doing a commute to Belfast. But very safe anchorage. And we're back down off the hill. Unfortunately, we couldn't do a circuit, and I just wanted to video this boat here. Now we were talking to a lady who was out paddleboarding, and like she's, you know, she wasn't a youngster, like. Good for her. And we're talking to two guys who are doing a bit of metal detecting. And they look the real, you know, the real McCoy. Must be lots of stuff still sitting in the ground waiting to be found around here. And these are the kinds of seabirds you're likely to see down at Sketrick. I'm afraid we saw none. So that's a curlew, oyster catcher, or the red beak, curlew with the long curved beak, and a plover, ring plover down underneath, and a brent goose. And the Lough seabed is teeming with life here. And tells you about what all the stuff you can see in and around here. And this is where we are. On the map, this is where Belfast is with my left finger. And right around this coastline, it's absolutely fabulous. And this is a wee bit of history about the place. Talking about Sketrick captured in 1536 by John Prowse, who was constable for Carlingford Castle, open all year. And I hear motorbikes. Yes, that's a nice little machine. Nice cruiser, like that. And we're walking round the private roadway around here, and there's an egret out. Now there's rumours of a great egret being spotted down this coastline. I think it was in Groomsport yesterday. It was up at Castle Espy, and considering that I can't tell the difference between a normal egret and a great egret, it'll be difficult for me to tell. But there you go. I don't think it's the great egret. Yeah. It's quite a large bird now. Big feet. I didn't imagine that it would splash about so much. There you go. Don't know what it is, which is nothing new. It's very peaceful. Not allowed to drive your car around here. And it's understandable why the residents would be cross with people trying to do that. This road has to be kept up, and it's not really suitable for, you know, two cars meeting. And you got to ask yourself, who lives in a house like this? Wouldn't that be a wonderful house to live in? Absolutely brilliant. And we're going to head back. I'm just going to take in the kayakers. It's a two-man. Good for them. That's only youngsters. That's a nice boat. Been in a two-man before today, years ago. Ah, here's another one coming. Where is he? Oh dear. There's Daddy and kids. Good for Daddy. Nice boats. Great way to spend the afternoon. In fact, there's 4 boats out here, And are they under instruction? Possibly. Don't know. Do you know, I fancy doing a bit of this. That's a great way to spend the afternoon. I'm jealous. I'd love to have a wee jaunt round the bay in a kayak. So peaceful, so serene.